Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Liam Douglas with Liam Photography, and in this video I'm doing an unboxing review of the Platyball Ergo reverse ball head. So let's check this thing out. First we want to slide the little collar off the box. So we're going to slide this down here like so to get it open. I'm trying not to damage it because these boxes are nice to store them in when you're not using them. Alright, so now we got the box here and we open it up and we reveal the contents. So inside the box we have the instruction manual. We have the Platyball Ergo ball head. Let me grab this out of here. Which is this little monster right here, and it's got a little bungee string around it that has a QR code on this tag. Now you want to scan the QR code with your phone so you can go to their website and see exactly how to use this properly so you don't have any accidental camera drops as a first-time user. It takes a little bit to get used to this ball head. And then in the box we also have the camera plate, which is round. I like that. Then we have the small adapter to go from 1/4 to 3/8, I believe it is, if I remember correctly. If not, I apologize. So I'm going to tuck that back in the little pocket here in the box. And then we got the little bag cover that can go over your Platyball to protect it when you're not using it. I keep mine in here because I actually store my Platyball in a Pelican case that's specially notched out for it. Okay, so that's everything that's in the box. Now let's check out the Platyball Ergo itself. So I'm going to pop this little QR tag off here and set it aside. Now, this is a unique design to a tripod ball head because it's basically upside down from any other ball head, or most any other ball head. Most ball heads would have the ball joint here on the top and have the panorama part on the bottom. But they decided to reverse this, and I think it's a fantastic design, and it makes it a lot easier to keep your panos level by having the panorama part on the very top here. Alright, so let's go over the controls here. So on the side, this is the wheel to lock and unlock the head for panos. So if you turn this to loosen it, then you can see here that you can rotate the pano head, the panorama part, which is handy. And then you just tighten it back down. Now the entire ball head is made to be operated with one hand while your other hand is on your actual camera. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten that back down. There we go. And these are your lock and unlock buttons for the ball joint itself. So, and again, they're made so that you can control everything with one hand. So if you push the bottom button here, this will loosen it up and unlock it. And then you see the ball head swivels around. And then once you got it the way you want it, you just start squeezing the top trigger to relock it into place. And as it gets tighter and tighter, you'll feel the resistance. I'm using my right hand just because my left hand's not as strong. And there you go. And as you can see, it's locked extremely tight again. Now, the mount part on the top is Arca Swiss, which is popular with most photographers. I was never a big fan of it because I didn't consider it as quick connect and disconnect as the Manfrotto proprietary PL200 plate system was. But this has made me rethink my feelings on Arca Swiss. And I'll show you what I mean here. So let me take the plate, and the plate is round so you don't have to worry about it. There's no D-ring on the bottom to mess with, as you can see. And it has a bubble level built into it. Now that's only so if you needed to, you could level everything before you put it all together on your tripod. But they do have a separate model called the Platyball Elite, which I'll be reviewing next week, which has a built-in electronic level. Alright, so I'm going to take this and put it on the base of my XT4 with battery grip here. And you just turn it on, quick and simple. No tools needed. No messing around with those little silly D-ring tighteners or any of that garbage. Now, you take your camera and you put it into the Arca Swiss mount on the top here. Let me make sure I got it opened up. There we go. And then you just turn it. and you hear that satisfying click, that lets you know that you've got it locked in. So as you can see, I have it locked in. It's able to hold the weight of my camera and lens combination. Absolutely no problem. So that is that. And you can, like I said, you can adjust it. You can hear it click, and then you just push in the button on the side and turn it in the opposite direction to loosen it back up, and you get your camera back off. So it's quick and simple to operate, easy to use, and it does have the little hash marks. Hopefully you can see them here for your panorama. You can see that, and it's got a little ear tab here that you can use to grip it by, and then the release button over here for the Arca Swiss part. So let me go ahead now, and I'm going to take this, and I brought one more prop with me today. This is one of my Platyball flat plate tripods. This is a Platyball Max. I've got two of this model and one of the Elite. So I'm going to take the Platyball Ergo, and I'm going to mount it on the Platyball plate. There you go. We've got it on there. Nice and simple. Easy to use. And then I put my XT4 on top, slide it into the Arca plate, and then just turn the Arca plate until it locks. And as you can see, I'm completely set up. I am ready to shoot using my Platyball Ergo. This is a fantastic ball head. It's all machined aluminum, and if you were listening to my podcast recently, I interviewed the doctor who is also the founder of Platyball, Dr. Larry Tiefenbrunn, and he was telling me on that episode of my podcast, and I'll put the link to the episode down in the description, that not only is the Platyball machined aluminum, but the mechanism that locks and unlocks it was actually designed by an engineer who used to build gear mechanisms for amusement park rides. So the guy has tons and tons of experience working with these kind of mechanical functions. So this is 100% mechanical. There is no electronics to the lock and unlock controls at all. All the controls on the Platyball are completely mechanical. And as you can see, they're extremely easy to use. So I hold my camera just like this, and I push the release button on the collar. Bam! The Arca Swiss is released, and I can get my XT4 back out, no problem. Now, if I want to put it back in, let me put it back in here a second, and I'm going to go ahead and lock it back down with that satisfying clicking mechanism. Now, let's say I needed to readjust my camera. Then again, and I like this because I hold the camera with my right hand and I work the Platyball with the left hand. Whoops, maybe I should switch because my right hand works a little bit better for this. But either way, you can have, there we go, you can have either hand, one or the other, whichever one you want to use to work the system. And there you go. So now I could adjust my camera down onto its side like this. If I want to shoot in vertical instead of horizontal, I can do that easily. And then flip it back up into place, get it exactly where I want it, and then while holding the camera, I just click the locking triggers again until it gets stiff, and bam, everything's locked back into place. No worries, camera's not going to fall, it's not going to drift, it's not going to go anywhere. Now, Larry told me on the podcast episode that the gear mechanism that locks and unlocks the Platyball, I think he said was good for 150,000 activations, I guess you could call actuations. I'm sorry, that's what I meant to say. My apologies. And which he said would pretty much be like, I think he said a 50-year lifespan or something like that. So no worry about this thing is definitely built to last. I love the gunmetal gray color of the Platyball Ergo. I think it looks really nice. It's very beautiful. It has a glossy finish to it. And you can see the Platyball logo on the side here. And if you look closely, I don't know how well you'll be able to see them in my video, but there are markings on it. There's the little padlock for unlock and the one up here for locking. So you have guides there that let you know. And then you have marks on the other side as well. And then, of course, you have your pano marks here. So it's all marked out fairly well. But like I said, I highly recommend that you use the QR code on the tag and watch the instructional videos on how to properly get used to using a Platyball. Talking to Skip Cohen, because he does work with Platypod, they've actually had a couple of photographers that didn't watch the instructional video, thought they could just figure it out on their own, put their camera in the ball head, but didn't get it locked down, and then they ended up dropping their camera, which is definitely something you don't want to do. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to do damage to my thousands or tens of thousands of dollars worth of photography or videography gear. So please make sure you watch the instructional videos. Platypod made them for your benefit. All right, now I apologize I had to shoot this one the way I did. It's been pouring all day. I was hoping to take it out in the field and show it to you on my regular tripod, which is currently being used to shoot this video with my GoPro Hero 9 Black. But that is pretty much it for the Platyball Ergo, a fantastic ball head. They've quickly become my favorite ball heads, replacing my old Manfrotto ball heads. I really love them, and if you go on platypod.com, you can get either the Ergo or the bright red Ferrari Red Elite, which has the built-in electronic level. Like I said, I'll cover that in next week's video. And exactly, they pretty much work the same. All of the functions between the two Platyballs are the same. They're designed the same. The only difference is the color, and that the Platyball Elite has the built-in electronic level. All right, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment on it, hit the little bell icon so you can be notified as new content drops, and I will see you all next time.